Retiring in the Philippines can be an attractive option for many people due to the lower cost of living, friendly people, and warm climate. Here are some steps to consider when planning to retire in the Philippines. Research the cost of living in the area where you plan to retire. The cost of living in the Philippines is generally lower than in many other countries. However, costs can vary significantly depending on the location and lifestyle you choose. For example, living in a major city like Manila will likely be more expensive than living in a smaller town or rural area. It is important to research the cost of housing, healthcare, food, and other expenses in the specific area where you plan to retire to get a better understanding of your financial needs. This will help you determine how much money you will need to retire comfortably. Obtain a long-term visa, such as a retirement visa, which allows you to stay in the Philippines for an extended period of time. There are several types of visas available for people who want to retire in the Philippines. One option is a retirement visa, also known as a Special Resident Retirees Visa, SRRV. To qualify for an SRRV, you must be at least 35 years old and have a monthly income of at least $1,000 or a time deposit of at least $10,000 in a Philippine bank. The SRRV allows you to stay in the Philippines indefinitely and includes various benefits such as the ability to bring in certain household goods duty-free and the option to apply for a multiple entry visa. Open a bank account in the Philippines. This will make it easier for you to manage your money while you are living in the country. It is advisable to open a bank account in the Philippines, as this will make it easier for you to manage your money and pay bills while you are living in the country. There are several international banks with branches in the Philippines, as well as local banks. You will need to provide identification documents and proof of address to open an account. Consider purchasing a property in the Philippines, either a house or a condominium. This can be a good investment and provide you with a place to live during your retirement. If you are planning to stay in the Philippines for an extended period of time, you may want to consider purchasing a property, such as a house or a condominium. This can be a good investment and provide you with a place to live during your retirement. Keep in mind that as a foreigner, you are generally limited to owning a condominium or purchasing property through a corporation. Look into healthcare options in the Philippines. It is important to research healthcare options in the Philippines, as the quality of medical care can vary. The Philippines has both public and private hospitals, and some expats choose to purchase private health insurance to access higher quality care. It is important to have access to quality medical care during your retirement. It is important to research healthcare options in the Philippines before retiring there, as the quality of medical care can vary. Here are some things to consider when planning for medical care during retirement in the Philippines. Public hospitals. The Philippines has a mix of public and private hospitals. Public hospitals are generally less expensive than private hospitals, but the quality of care may vary. Private hospitals. Private hospitals in the Philippines may offer higher quality care, but they can be more expensive. Some expats choose to purchase private health insurance to access private hospitals. Insurance. It is a good idea to consider purchasing health insurance to cover medical expenses in the Philippines. Some expats choose to purchase private health insurance, while others may be eligible to receive coverage through their home country or the United States. Emergency care. It is important to have a plan in place for emergencies, such as having the contact information for a trusted hospital or doctor and knowing how to access emergency services. Medications. It is a good idea to bring a supply of any medications you take regularly with you when you move to the Philippines. You may also want to research where to purchase medications in the Philippines and whether you need a prescription. Medical evacuation. If you are in a remote area or if the medical facilities in the Philippines are not sufficient for your needs, you may need to consider medical evacuation to another country. Some health insurance plans include medical evacuation coverage, but it is a good idea to check the details of your policy to understand what is covered. Explore your retirement income options. Pension income from your home country. If you are receiving a pension from your home country, you may be able to continue receiving it while living in the Philippines. It is a good idea to check with the pension provider to see if there are any specific requirements or restrictions for receiving a pension while living abroad. Social Security benefits. If you are a citizen or permanent resident of the United States, you may be eligible to receive Social Security benefits while living in the Philippines. You can contact the Social Security Administration to find out more about your eligibility and how to apply for benefits. Rental income. If you own property in the Philippines, you may be able to generate income by renting it out. This could include renting out a room or an entire house or apartment. Investment income. If you have investments, such as stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, you may be able to generate income through dividends, interest, or capital gains. Part-time work. If you are interested in working part-time during your retirement, there may be opportunities for employment in the Philippines, either in a traditional job or as a freelancer. It is a good idea to consult with a financial advisor or tax professional to help you understand your retirement income options and how to manage your money while living in the Philippines. You may be able to receive pension income from your home country or from Social Security. If you are receiving a pension from your home country, you may be able to continue receiving it while living in the Philippines. Here are some things to consider when receiving a pension from your home country while living in the Philippines. Check with the pension provider. It is a good idea to check with the pension provider to see if there are any specific requirements or restrictions for receiving a pension while living abroad. For example, the pension provider may have requirements for how often you need to visit your home country, or they may require you to provide proof of residence in the Philippines. Tax implications. You should also be aware of any tax implications of receiving a pension while living in the Philippines. Depending on your home country's tax laws and the tax treaty between your home country and the Philippines, you may be required to pay taxes on your pension income. It is a good idea to consult with a tax professional to understand your tax obligations. Currency exchange. If you receive a pension in a currency other than the Philippine peso, you will need to consider currency exchange when managing your money. It is a good idea to research currency exchange rates and find a reliable way to exchange your pension income into pesos. Transferring money. If you need to transfer money from your home country to the Philippines to access your pension income, you will need to consider the cost and speed of the transfer. There are several options for transferring money, including banks, online money transfer services, and money transfer agencies. It is a good idea to research the fees and exchange rates for each option to find the most cost-effective solution. Consider joining expat groups or communities in the Philippines. Joining expat groups or communities in the Philippines can be a great way to meet new people, get involved in the local community, and find resources and support as you adjust to living in the Philippines. Here are some tips for joining expat groups in the Philippines. Research online. One of the easiest ways to find expat groups in the Philippines is to search online. There are many online groups and forums specifically for expats living in the Philippines that you can join. These groups can be a great resource for finding information, asking questions, and connecting with other expats. Look for local groups. In addition to online groups, there may be local expat groups or organizations in the area where you are living. You can search online or ask other expats or locals if they know of any groups or organizations. Attend events. Another way to meet other expats in the Philippines is to attend events or activities that are organized for expats. These can include social events, cultural activities, or networking events. You can search online or ask other expats for recommendations. Consider joining a club or organization. If you have a specific interest or hobby, you may be able to find a club or organization for expats that focuses on that activity. For example, if you enjoy hiking, you may be able to find an expat hiking group. Be open to meeting new people. Finally, don't be shy about reaching out to other expats and making new friends. Many expats are happy to connect with others and share their experiences living in the Philippines. This can be a great way to meet new people and get involved in the local community. Retiring in the Philippines can be a rewarding and enjoyable experience, offering the opportunity to live in a beautiful country with a lower cost of living and friendly people. Planning ahead and considering factors such as the cost of living, healthcare options, and retirement income can help ensure that your retirement in the Philippines is successful and comfortable. By researching and carefully considering these and other factors, you can create a fulfilling and heartwarming retirement in the Philippines. Like, share and subscribe.